Hello Apple Valley High School Fab Lab students, this is Mr. Lee, and today I'm going to show you how to design a press fit organizer. And what I have up on the screen is the design file from the last video that I showed you, and that's that ruler box that I made. And you'll notice that if we kind of zoom in on this, you can see that what I did is I set up all these notches, and there's one that actually didn't get cut, so we'd have to cut that by hand or actually go in and change that file. But that's how you set this up so that all these pieces, they will fit together after they're cut out. So what I'm going to do next is show you the template that you're going to have. The design constraint that you have is that you have to put all your parts into a 20-inch by 20-inch square. So if you look at this space, that's 20 inches by 20 inches. Now what I want to show you is how to do those dovetails. So I'm going to just start by creating a rectangle, and that's going to be the side, and then I'll probably do a base too, because you have to be able to fit all the different parts in together. And I already set this up for you, so I set up the dimensions. We're going to use 1/2 inch Baltic birch plywood, so I put the thickness at 1/2 inch, and the width is 20 and the height is 20 inches. So that's the piece of plywood that you're going to get to do this design. So I'm going to go right in and create a vector, and what I like to do is be very specific in how these vectors are set up. And you can change the point where the vector starts, and that's this anchor point here. So if I put it to there, and x is 1 and y is 1, then this point is going to be at 0.11 on my template. I'm going to make the base of the box, I'm going to make it, let's do 4 inches by 4 inches. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that I can do some of the math in my head when I'm trying to fit these sides. So there it is. So I can kind of scroll down, can kind of zoom in with the scroll wheel so you can see this. So that's going to be my base. And when you're designing, what I want you to do is try to maximize the amount of the wood that you have. So you want to be able to fit all the parts in this 20 by 20 inch template, and have very little waste. So that's going to be a challenge. So I created that. Now, if you notice, I'm going to create another side to this, and I'm going to make my sides, maybe 2 inches tall. So, but I'm going to put it like over to the side here. So if you look at this, this is 1 inch in. So this is at 0.5 on the x and 1 on the y axis. So I'm going to go out to about 6 and 1. So I'm going to be 6 at the x-axis and 1 at the y. And then my width is going to be 2 inches. That's going to be the height of my wall. But I have to make it a little bit taller, and I'll show you how you're going to do that. So I'm going to make that 2. And then the length of this, well, this is 4 inches, right? Well, what I'm going to do is go 1/2 inch beyond the bottom and 1/2 inch beyond the top of that. So that's going to be 5 inches. And the reason I'm doing that is because we have to have these parts fit together. So I'm going to create that. And I'll be able to move this around in a minute. I'm going to close this. So these are going to be my 2 sides for this side and then this side. So what I'm going to do now is copy this, Control C, and then Control V, paste it. And you notice what it does? It actually pastes it right over the first one. And you can tell that because you have a solid line and then the dash line on top of each other. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just arrow this over so that it's kind of out of the way. But I want to keep it in this position so they're both relative to each other. Okay? So what I have now is my base and two sides. Now what I got to do is the other two sides. And these are going to fit flush. So I'm going to make these 4 inches in length and 2 inches tall. So I'm going to go back to this tool and I'm going to go up to about here. So it's on the y-axis. We'll put it at about 6 and then the x at 1. So I'm going to change this to 6, change this to 1, and then the width is going to be 4 and the height is going to be 2. And I'm going to hit apply. So that's going to be my top. And I got to copy this and paste that back in and move that over. So we have that too. Okay, and we're going to have 2 of these. So I'm going to copy this and paste it. I'm going to move this one up like that. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Now, if you look at this, it's going to stick over the edge like that. Okay? So we're going to have it kind of set up like this. And that's going to fold up. And then this piece is going to sit right here. Now, this square is actually a 1/2 inch thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cutouts in here, and then this is going to have some pieces that drop down. So to do that, I'm going to make my cutouts a 1/2 inch by 1 inch. And you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to go back to this vector tool, and I'm going to put one of them right here. And when I do that, this is going to be at point 1 and 5. So I'm going to do that right here, and you'll see why I went up to that corner in a minute. So 5 on the y-axis, 1 on the x, and then my width is going to be 1, and my height is going to be 0.5. And I hit create. So what this is now, this is going to be where our dovetail fits into that part. I'm going to also create another one, and this I don't have to use that tool again. I'm just going to copy it and paste it, and then I'm going to slide it over until it lines up. And if I double click on it or go to the move tool, you can see that my anchor point is right on top. It's right at 4 and 4.5. So we're good. So those vectors are right on top of each other, and they need to be, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, the next thing I got to do is I have to take this rectangle and move it up onto this piece, because that's going to be the going to stick below so that it fits in. So I'm going to copy that and paste it and then move it up. But see how it doesn't quite overlap? So I'm going to go to the move tool and position this at 6 on the y and 1 on the x. And when I do that and hit apply, it moves so that it's right over it. So that looks good. I'm going to hit close. I need to do the same thing with this. I'm going to copy it and paste it and move it up. And then in the move tool, same thing. I'm going to put that at 6 and hit apply and close. So now those are right in line with each other. And so what will happen is when I fold this up to be the side, it'll fit in nice and snug there. Okay? Now, we have to do the same thing over here, only we're going to be putting this piece like that. And so what I need to do is kind of add some rectangles in, probably in here and in here, so that this fits in. I also want to put in so that these connect to these. And that. This one would